What's going on, folks out there? I'm Amos Morale III, and welcome to Prep Preview edition of the Prep Playbook. I'm joined by NOLA.com, the Times-Picayune writer, Josh Preston. Josh, how are you doing today?
Doing well. Glad to get another season started.
All right. Well, let's talk about that season. Let's talk about some of the smaller schools in the New Orleans area. Who are some of the teams that are going to make a splash, maybe make some noise this year?
Well, one of the teams we're looking at, I guess we can just kind of start in the 3A spot. One of the teams we're looking at there is De La Salle. They're moving into a new district, as are a lot of teams, and it's going to be a really interesting district. They've got Letcher, St. James, that are, I think, probably going to be the two top contenders there with De La Salle. But they have a really good group. They've been growing over these last couple of years with Coach Ryan McNally, and it looks like they may be, ready to kind of make a splash here. They've got a Christian Book at wide receiver, who's a really good player, committed to Nichols as of now. And they've kind of got a quarterback competition going on with Quincy Cage and Frank Tabari and a couple other guys. So that it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. They've also got a really big kid, Dan Quine, that's in the middle on the defensive side. And I think he's going to be really good this year for him.
All right. Now, talk to me about another little school that might be poised to make some noise.
Right, I think Riverside in 2A, they're a really strong team, as always. Over these last few years, they've always been in that kind of conversation. I think they'll be there again this year. One of the things they will have to overcome is Jordan Lovin, his absence at the quarterback spot. He had a back injury that's going to sideline him for about the first half of the season, maybe. But they have a really good kid, I think, coming in behind him, Jared Butler. He was a freshman last year. He played a little bit of receiver. He was also a big part of the basketball team, so he's a really good athlete. So I think we'll see a lot from him this year.
All right. Now talk to me a little bit about the postseason chances for some of these teams. Obviously, you're saying they're going to make the postseason probably, but do you see any of these guys getting to the Dome?
I think Riverside has the best chance to get to the Dome. Like I said, haven't even mentioned Herb McGee, who's a great receiver, great athlete. He plays a lot of receiver, but he was even used a little bit as a quarterback last year in some Wildcat stuff. So he can do a lot of different things. I really like Kendall Martin as well on the defensive side. In the secondary, I think he can make a lot of plays too.
All right. Now, are there any other schools that maybe might surprise us, may make a little splash?
I think maybe a team like St. Charles down there in the River Parishes. They've got a really strong kid, Eric Lewis, who's a really good player. He's going to play pretty much everywhere for them this year. He's mainly a secondary guy. He's committed to Tulane, but I think we'll see him a lot at running back and some wide receiver. His older brother, Aaron Lewis, was penciled in kind of at that spot, but he's very capable of playing on the offensive side as well.
All right, and then what about a perennial power like West St. John? This is a school that consistently puts out a quality team. Right. What about them?
Yeah, West St. John, they've got a little bit of a coaching turnover with Coach Valdez obviously moving on to Scotlandville. They've got Brandon Walters in there now, and I think he's going to do a really good job with the program. They got a couple of quarterbacks that played really well for him last year. Lamar Bowen is a really good running back. I think they'll lean on him a lot this year, and I think they have a chance to make some noise.
All right, well, folks, there you have it. And for Josh Preston, I'm Amos Morale III. Thank you for watching.